Today is March 13th, 2021, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There is no news about Half-Life 3. So yesterday I said I'd answer another question from the comments. And the question I picked today was from the Nonsense Guy, and the gist of what he asked was, I can go to the future anywhere, anytime in the future. I've got a briefcase. I can take anything I want in the briefcase with me to the future. I'm in the future for 30 minutes, and then I can bring whatever I want from the future back to the briefcase. And that's interesting, and it's something I've kind of thought about before. Not the briefcase aspect of it, but I'm there for the future for 30 minutes. So what I would do is I would go, I'd say maybe 6-7 years into the future. I'd go to Target, any Target, because from what I've seen, every single Target I've been to has been completely identical, so it doesn't really matter which Target I go into, because they're eerily identical as soon as you enter in. But anyway, I'd go to Target, any Target, go to the DVD, the entertainment section, DVD, video games, mostly DVDs, and I would just buy a bunch of DVDs from movies that don't currently exist in 2021, and I would load those up in my briefcase. I would buy them first, and then load them up in the briefcase, and then, bring them back to me from the past. I suppose if I had to I wouldn't really need to bring anything in the briefcase with me to the future, besides, I suppose, money to buy the DVDs. And maybe like those little sleeves that you can put discs in, so I can get a lot of DVDs if it's not enough space for the briefcase. I feel like the reason I would do that, bringing all those DVDs, all those movies that haven't been released yet from the future, one, it's not just to watch movies that don't even exist yet, but it's also, imagine how much that would mess with things. If you had, let's say you came back from the future with Avengers 5 and you just leaked that on the internet. People wouldn't be able to comprehend what was going on. People would just be so confused, it would blow everybody's mind. Because it couldn't be fake. It couldn't possibly be fake. Sure, with deep fake technology, you could make it look like someone is someone else. Maybe you'd be skilled enough to do that for an entire movie, but then you have the audio aspect of it. If you have someone who could imitate, like you can imitate Chris Hemsworth's voice and deep fake his face, but something that I was thinking about is the credits. You could maybe deep fake an entire movie, Avengers 5, maybe. That's highly unlikely. But you couldn't fake the credits. Because that's like, the credits is like thousands of real people that you've never heard of, their names being on that credit. It's just like thousands and thousands of people, just with like the CGI aspect of it alone. So people are going to watch that, they're going to see their name in the credits, and, that's what they do. They're going to see their name in the credits, and they're going to know, that's their job. Yeah, I do CGI. And then there's going to be people they've never worked on a Marvel movie before. So, how would I get their name? It would just completely mess with people. Because they would just wonder, what the hell is this? How does this exist? And of course, Disney would flip out, because they're like, we haven't even made this movie and it got leaked. How is this even possible? So that's what I would do with 30 minutes in the future. Just a whole bunch of movies that I would want to leak, and movies that I want to watch too. I hope 6-7 years in the future, Venom 2 is out on DVD, so I can finally sneak and watch that movie. I was supposed to watch in October of last year. So there would definitely be a couple movies that I would take just because I would want to watch them. And of course, you could check out the video game section too. Or maybe I wouldn't. I don't know if I would want to travel 7 years into the future to find out that Half-Life 3 still hasn't come out. But yeah. So there you go. There's my answer. Leave some more questions in the comment section below, and I'll pick the best one for tomorrow's update. And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for March 13th, 2021.